Hey guys, welcome to Female Adolescents. This is a podcast where the five of us, Ayana,
Shem,
Gabby,
Zandria,
Jessa,
come together to share our thoughts on life. For our first podcast, we will be talking about our relationships or our lack thereof. Now let's begin. Okay, so what's next?
you dumb enough?
Shut up.
Oh my god.
You quiet now?
So we're talking about relationships today. None of us have ever, that I know of, none of us have ever been in a relationship. So.
Some of us are lying and have secrets, but that's not your problem.
So am I right to assume we've never had relationships? Like, we've never been in a relationship?
Yes.
Alright. Okay. So, but I mean, I think it's safe to say we've all had like a crush or like two, whether it was like a real person or like a celebrity. I mean, they're real people. I mean, a person we know or like a celebrity. Like,
yes.
Like, right to say that. So does anyone have like embarrassing crush stories that they want to share?
No.
You know?
I do. Eddie.
Well, aren't you lucky? You have two. Okay.
I have from preschool.
From preschool.
See.
It's good that you remember that.
Yeah, there was a guy named
Just calling out the names. You're probably not watching this, but
my mom knows about this. So I really do not care. But I remember I had a crush on him, and we'd always like hold hands or something during preschool.
Cute. That's further than I've ever been in a relationship. Oh my god. Wait, what's the other one?
No, I said one.
Oh no, we're not getting to the other one. Have I ever had an embarrassing crush? No, if I have a crush, it stays deep down. Well, like, I try not to let the people know, but you know,
It slips out.
The only crush that I have that I would love for him to know is Tom Holland. I wish he knew I was alive, but poor thing doesn't know. So
Copyright strike from him. I don't like this video.
Like I wish just hi me Ayana, remember me? Okay. And you do?
Wasn't embarrassing, but it failed.
Why?
Oh, that's all. Oh, well, I mean, yeah, we liked each other and found out we were farmless. So
That's the part of this island.
Actually, that's for real. That's like common for Cayman, I would say, because.
But we not like no first cousins, not ancestry, but like it was farther apart.
No, but it's like Cayman is so small. Anyone could be your cousin, you wouldn't know. Like, it's small enough for them to be your cousin, but big enough for you not to know that they're your cousin, you know? Mm-hmm. Or for, in our cases, where we don't go outside and interact with people, we wouldn't know. So, Cayman is, like, so small, and that's why I cannot date someone from here, because the next, you know... Oh, exactly. Like, if both of your family, like, leads back to Cayman, and your roots in Cayman, you done know, say, your cousin is, like... Just, you know, to not have that issue, don't date anyone from Cayman. That's something I've been told before. If you're Caymanian, yeah.
Luckily for me, my mom's side is from the Philippines, so you know.
My
dad's side, too many people know my dad. Actually, never mind. I'm gonna take that back.
I mean, for me, my dad, he's Jamaican, but my mother's Caymanian. So you know, I mean.
Yeah. I mean, for some things you can think, but like for me, like both of my parents are it's just a lot of people that I'd rather just go somewhere else. So
that's true. You go to one family reunion, then you just hear someone calling your like boyfriend, "Oh, that's your cousin" or something, and it's like, "Oh."
That's something like I would, if that ever happened to me, I would cry. I would actually, like, especially if you love that person, like I would cry. And then I would also throw up. But then, you know, I would cry more because, but like if it's like, "Oh, mom, like this is my boyfriend, but they're your cousin." Oh no, I made a mistake. That's, yeah.
I would change my identity and run away. I'd be like, no, I'm not doing this.
Yeah, no more like crazy crush stories or like.
I remember in Tennessee with that boy in the elevator.
Oh yeah. Do you want to tell?
We were up in the elevator, and then I had my leg on the railing, and then this boy walked in, and I put it down quick time, and then he looked good, and he funny, he had one nice accent and everything, and then like he walked out. I was like, what did I say?
Say good night. Have a good night.
Or have a good night. I love you. I don't love you, but you look good.
I really care you.
I hope
Didn't he hear the good night? Like, didn't he respond to the good night or something?
Wasn't that a different way?
Oh, maybe. But I
Oh,
feel...
that does sound too right.
No, I feel like... I feel like he said goodnight, and then he said goodnight, and then the doors were closing, and you're like, I love you! And then but then the doors shut, and then we started to laugh, and then we didn't see him again, so it was okay. So, I think that's what happened, unless I can't remember anything.
So.
Okay. So... The next thing I have on this list of things is, like, scenarios we might find ourselves in. Like, since we've never actually had a relationship, we can't tell about our relationships that have happened, like, things that have happened. But, like, you know, you always see in, like, the movies the different scenarios that might happen, that might come about.
They're all
like,
fake.
What? That's true. Like, and also, you know what I've learned? That 1 in 25 people are psychopaths.
No, sociopaths.
Sociopath.
Yeah, socio. Which
Really?
is... Yeah.
It's the whole thing hasn't been saying psychopath this whole time. Are you sure? Are you 100% serious? Are you? I don't believe it.
Sociopath.
No.
That's not wrong.
But you could potentially marry and end up being with and having a family with a sociopath or psychopath. I don't. You know, one of the two.
It's socio, but okay.
Okay, but you could still end up marrying both. So, or like one of them.
It's fine if they
Like-
don't follow through with their tendencies.
Like, I was telling my mom that I was like, I mean, as long as he he wouldn't love me, but as long as he, like, giving me some money and is not trying to kill me, you know, it's fine. And I still think it's real, and he pretends it's real, I'm gonna die still.
Everyone in every relationship.
You know those snakes, how they, like, live beside you and then they measure you to eat you?
Oh, yeah.
Imagine if that's your man, and then he, like, chop you up.
Oh,
That's cute. I'm kidding. That's actually terrifying.
That is terrifying to think about.
Oh.
That's why everything I would be on the internet scrolling. I would be like, okay, let me see. Is he a psychopath? Is sociopath? Is he whatever? Is he crazy? I would just. Am I crazy? That's what I would be. I would be trying to find the symptoms for
Take him to a psychiatrist. Be like, yo, test him, please.
Please make sure he loves me. Thank you. Actually, I would do that. Even if I don't think they're like a sociopath, I would take them somewhere and be like, okay, can you test them? Do a lie detector test. Make sure they actually love me. I don't trust this.
Not lie detector test, because apparently if you're a sociopath, you know how to trick the lie detector test to make it have, like, a certain outcome. So if you're lying, it'll still say, like...
As long as they say he loved me, you know, that's
Nah, like,
enough.
even if they're, like, not sociopaths or psychopaths, like, I would still have to check just to make sure that he actually loves me, because I'd like, you sure? You 100% serious that you like me? Because I don't trust you. Like, that don't make sense to me, but okay. I just need some, like, actual, like, make sure, some proof that you love me, so then we can, you know, go about this. Because, you know, so, yeah.
You were talking about, like, the movie scenarios.
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
No, like, those ones where someone will move away to college and then they'll end up...
That
is so fake.
That is so, like, no.
There are alien people. How are you supposed to find them?
Long distance relationships can work.
They can, I'm just saying.
Jess and Gabriel can attest to that because...
One breakup.
Shut up. Say that again. I slap you so hard, you boy. No, they are not. I don't need this negativity. Like, I understand that things are happening, but Jess and Gabriel will last forever in my heart at least, okay?
I hope so, actually. They look cute.
They're really cute.
No, but I was just saying how, like, the ones where they break up and they're like, I'm going off to college, they break up. And then, like, 10 years later in the movie, they're back together. That's kind of fake. You can't just...
That's true. Like,
How'd it gonna work?
I don't know what movies you're talking about, but I know... I mean...
You gonna sail one boat to find them on the
Meteor
garden.
Oh. Oh, wait. No, I know what you're talking about. Okay, I was confused for a second. Okay, no, but that's true. Like, scenarios like that, because it's either, like, stay together and work it out, or, like... Well, I guess if you like, cross paths...
That's true.
And you, like, you meet them again, and you're both single, and you're just like, oh, so how has life been? And, you know, that's kind of cute. Like, maybe not that realistic, but cute. Like, that's a cute scenario. What are you saying?
Together.
There's, like, this, like, myth where there's, like, a red string, right? And your soulmate is, like, attached to the next end.
Wait, that's kind of cute.
And then if you're, like, on the side of the world, slowly, like, the string, like, you'll find them because you're gonna follow the string or something.
Oh my God. I love that theory.
Wait, hold on.
That.
I don't know what. It's called the Red String of Faith.
The red string of faith. I love that.
That's adorable.
Fan fiction's based off of that.
Correct. I love that. Like, that idea. Because I'm a hopeless romantic. And I like the idea of thinking that... I like the idea of thinking that you have one person on this earth that's made for you. Like, yes, that's not necessarily true, or that's not necessarily.
Nah, it's whatever you want to believe.
That's not the thing people think, and like that's not necessarily true, because like if your soulmate dies, you can find. But but you can find love again. But I like the idea of thinking one person is meant for you, and that's how I want to live my life. And that theory just makes my heart like feel whole again, because like that. Oh my God, that just like your life is just leading to. I mean, your life is not all about love, but your life is leading to a relationship. Like that's kind of cute. But I think, I don't know. What am I trying to say? I don't even know.
Oh, I have something to say. So you know how like people, they're like good friends, but then like they start like falling for each other.
Yeah.
That's sweet too.
Yeah. Like I feel like that relationship could last longer in a sense because you were friends first.
And you actually know them.
Yeah, and like you grew to love them as a friend first, and then you've been there and with them through so many things, but then you're just like one day it's just like, I like you more than a friend. Like I need you in my life forever.
Then the person tell you, you're
not to me. I need to go. That would be my life. But I think that's cute. Like that would last longer, in my opinion. What?
But also, like they liked you, but you had somebody.
Ooh.
But you broke with the person. But the thing is, you like them. You have a crush on them. But they have someone else, and so you kind of like sad about it.
But what is it? There was something. Why can't I remember anything? Anyway, so I was gonna say something like to yours about like when you find someone and like they have somebody else. Yeah. You see in the movies how you have that one person and like that's like kind of the main character, and they're like they like this other person, but that other person that they like has somebody else.
Love triangles?
Or no, it's in the sense it's like where or I don't know who's the main character, but it's like that person is going. The main character is going after the person who is like trash and who is like a terrible person to them, and this other person has been there for them the whole time and always showing the signs. And then that at the end, the person wants to switch up and be like, "Oh, I love you. I just realized." I would be like, "No, head out. I've been here. You treated me like trash. You need to go. Like I deserve someone better. Like I told you I liked you from the beginning. You still chose to go after Rebecca about how she's so good. Like no tea. Okay, let me not use Rebecca. I know Rebecca.
I thought we shouldn't actually use names.
Let's not use names.
Yes,
after her, and then you don't like me, so and then you want to switch up and be like, "Oh, I love you," but honey, no. Like you need to go. Anyway, that's other scenarios you might get in, like unfortunate scenarios you might get into. Someone might cheat, or you might cheat on the person. You might be tempted to cheat or something. Like what?
There was this one video I saw on YouTube of this, like, there's these two people, and they're long distance, and I think one of them FaceTimed the other, and showed them this person that they were staying with. Later revealed that they actually, she cheated on her with that person. So, literally the moment after they ended the FaceTime call.
Sad.
But they're still together now. They worked it out.
Well, I'm glad that they worked it out.
Could not be me.
Honestly, what do you guys think about that? Like, if someone cheats on you, or you cheat on them, like, could you work it out, or like, would you not like trust them?
I mean, it depends. If you guys were going out for a long time, and especially if it was one of those slip ups where, you're both drunk situation, and it was actually like true, then I guess it would be worth working out, because it would suck if you guys were going out for like 4 years and just because of one thing you guys just decide to just break it off. But if you were like going out for like a week or something, and then he just or like even a month, and then he just did it, or she just did it with like ease, like not caring, then yes, break out, never talk to them again.
But most of the times it's marriages where like someone will be married for like 6 years. True. And then they end up cheating, and then the kids are going to also get affected. And so that's why,
because then if you guys are married, and then if like one person wants to try to work it out, and then the other's like refusing, then divorce them, because if they don't want to like work it out, then
doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
I couldn't. I don't like that. Like if you
What if you're the one who cheated?
Would that leave me? Like, no, like, if I honestly don't see myself ever cheating. Like, that whole thing that annoys me. Because you love someone this much and you've been with them for so long, or even for a short time, it doesn't matter. But you're holding on to this person's heart, and if you guys are in love or whatever, like, don't do that. I feel like that's despicable, and, like, that's a terrible thing to do somebody. Somebody. Well, I'm not gonna do that because I'm going to be a good child.
Or what would you do if it was one of those situations where, like, let's say, like, I don't know, like, he did something, like, not necessarily, like, cheating or something, but the other person did something to get you vexed, and as, like, let's say, like, revenge. You tried to, like, you know, like, make them feel jealous, and then that ended up going too far. You drank a little too much, or you took a little too much of something, and then you end up hooking up with this person, but, like, you can barely remember it, and that wasn't your intentions. You were just trying to make them feel jealous.
No, because, I don't. No, I wouldn't want to do that. If you don't cheat, if you're not happy, leave.
Yeah.
Like, it would be easier on everybody. Like, for someone to be like, oh, my dad cheated on my mom. Like, no. Okay, if they left on, like, good terms, just leave it off like that. Like, just get a divorce, go your separate ways if you're not happy anymore. Don't cheat, because that just makes the whole situation worse. And, like, I just don't see the point in cheating. Like, it's just pointless. Like, if you're not happy with the person, leave, because then just leave. Just don't be with the person. Go.
Legit.
And if you don't want to, like, be with an actual, like, one person, don't get into a serious relationship. Go have fun and do whatever you want to do.
Especially if you're in a married relationship, because that can affect the kids. Maybe the kids will think that it's normal to cheat or something.
Yeah, and that's not good.
So, I was thinking, like, what would you guys do if, like, let's say you and this other person, both of you were, like, in love with each other, and you guys were going out for, like, a good while. Then all of a sudden, like, it's just you that started realizing, like, your love for that person is, like, fading.
Yeah, I have that written down.
The other person is still in love with you, but then you're just losing interest and you don't know why, and you may try to continue to be in love with that person. Like, what would you do? Like, would you, like, break up with them and just be like, you know what, I don't know why, but my love for you is just not there no more, and just leave? Or, like, what would you do? Because you wouldn't want to leave, because that person is still, like, in love with you, like how you guys used to be. So, like, what would you do?
That's one of my fears for a relationship.
Yeah.
Like, that we would both, like, fall in love, or they would fall in love with me most likely. But, like, that would happen. I would just be like, you know, man, you can't do that to me. No, but, like, that's so sad. I don't like that. Like, if I understand, I feel like what you should do is try to work it out, try to, like, do something different, fix the relationship. And if you know you're not gonna like the person anymore, or you just don't feel that way, leave it on good terms, and be like, you would be happier. It'd be like the song, like, I know I can't make you happy, you're not making me happy, we should just end it here. And, like, then don't cheat, and, like, don't do things you would regret. Like, just stop it.
I feel horrible for the person that I leave.
Yeah, me too. Especially if they think everything's good, and then just like, I don't know, I'm sorry, man.
I would probably mute my stuff itself. I would wait there just hoping that they would break up with me.
You would try to 50 years later. You'd be like, 2 kids and 50 years later. Like, I have something to tell you, and you're like, okay, fine, he's gonna break up with me. Will you marry me? Yeah, sure.
For real.
That's sad. Like, I don't want that to happen to me ever.
Legit.
Like, I want us to we both fall out of love, or we just stay together forever. That's what I want. So that's kind of sad.
I feel stink, because I would try to work it out, because knowing me and my dumb self, I would leave him, and then I'd be like, yo, I actually have feelings for this boy.
And then try to go back there, and he finds, like, someone better. Honestly, better. We put that in quotes. There's no one better. No, I'm kidding.
Better.
So, that's kind of sad. Oui.
Oh.
Like, that, there's too many, like, I want a boyfriend, and I want that,
so,
like, obviously,
I tell you, I'm gonna make that pact with someone.
Can't relate.
What is that person? I'm gonna find him.
I want someone, a significant other, like, probably not right now, that's too much.
Yeah, now
I don't even like to do my own homework, like, I can't deal with another person.
Yeah.
I don't even talk to any of you.
That's the thing I don't like about people who get into relationships during school. Like, I mean, it's nice if you, like, love someone that much that you're going to get in a relationship during school. But at the same time, it's not worth it to do it, because you already have school stress, and then you're gonna have relationship stress, and that's just gonna. You're just gonna not be okay with that.
Unless you're really good with dealing with stress, but
no one is with school. No, you're not be.
True.
Unless, well, like I just it's too much work. I don't even text you guys outside. I only talk to you guys during school. I don't talk to you outside of school. I probably wouldn't do that with my boyfriend, and then he'd be like, you don't like me, or then he'd just leave me for someone better, and then that's like too much work. All these couples in like school, and you're just like, can you not? Like I'm depressed already. I don't need any more reminder of how lonely I am.
Honestly.
Like I would like a significant other, but there's just too much things that like go on with it. Like there's so many things that could happen that could make you hurt so bad. That's the scary thing of love.
Especially
like once you love someone so much, and like you just there's so many things that could go wrong.
Yeah,
like that's
so
just
true.
scary.
College too, like. Because then you have to separate from them, and then
unless you go to the same college.
True.
But then if someone's moving that college for you, either say for that instance you fall out of love with them, and then they're there, they're like, oh, but I came here for you, and then they'll resent you, or then
they'll end up waiting for you too, and then you have to come
true.
back and be like, hey, I'm ready with some.
Yeah. Like there's it just makes sense to like never fall in love.
If you can do it though during school, you can have a relationship. Go do it. Go ahead.
Like even some long distance works. Like we were saying before, Jess and Gabriel, they made it work from America to Australia. That's a long way, and they made it work. They're married now. Like, not saying long distance can never work, because I believe it does, but. There's also like a lot of reasons why it would make sense to like just break stuff off, or like to not even date anyone now, especially. Like it's just
especially in high school.
Yeah, especially when you're teenagers and you don't even know yourself. Like you don't know who you are as a person, really. Like unless you do, and you're all put together. Good for you. Like snaps for you. Like you're doing great with your life. But for the people who are still trying to find themselves and try to figure out
I'm kidding.
trying to be their own person, it is too much stress and work to have another person to worry about.
But like RM says, love yourself and speak yourself.
Yes.
But while on the topic of not stress, like how school stress can't. Also, you can't get into a relationship if you're not mentally well as well. Because then what will happen is you will start to put your problems on them, and then they're gonna have to deal with you and
and then they're gonna start probably resenting you.
You need to be at a state where you are okay with yourself and you're happy with yourself.
You have to love yourself before you can love somebody else.
From BTS.
Yeah,
Lily.
I was getting it from Lily, but sorry.
You have to because then what's gonna happen is they're gonna tell you oh, you look cute today or something, and you're just gonna be like, no.
Yeah.
And then they're gonna get frustrated and be like, yo, I can't deal with this.
And then they'll leave you, and then you feel even worse, and then
my friend.
You'll go deeper into your problems. So it's just you have to.
It's you have to love yourself, and you have to be mentally and you have to be healthy.
To be stable.
You have to be healthy overall. You need to have reached a level of wellness. Thank you, Miss Pearson, for teaching me some things. But
you need to be stable.
All your aspects of health should be well first before you go and find somebody else. You have to be an overall healthy person.
Yeah, and also while we're on this,
kind of. I
you
guess.
also need to not depend on people either.
That's true.
Because there's a lot of relationships where, say, you're only with him because of the money, for instance.
Yeah. Gold digger.
That not go end well. He go figure it out, and then something go wrong.
That person.
That's what a sugar daddy is for.
No, but you do need to be independent. I think, not too independent where you can't, you know, where you're, putting up all these walls and you're trying to, I don't need you, but, dependent enough where it's not, I need you to survive. So
yeah, because then that leads to a lot of problems, and then you're gonna, it's not healthy.
You see, relationships are just so much work, and it's, it takes
literally,
so much.
you just need to be in a good state in your life.
You need to be by yourself.
No, you just need a good state in your life. But also, you shouldn't rush relationships either, because that's not healthy either.
Exactly.
And you find someone who's good with communication, or you both have to be good at communication, because if you're trying to talk to that person or they're trying to talk to you, you're just no, I don't want to talk about it. Or leave me alone.
That's true.
Also, don't keep secrets, because then that's gonna lead to a lot of trust issues.
Look at all this good advice. You guys listen to us. We have good advice.
Listen to me.
We've never been in a relationship, but we have great advice to give.
Out of the stuff we've seen.
Yeah. No, this is all the things we've seen, we've heard. It's on TV and
From watching
helps.
K-dramas.
Exactly. TV helps so much. I was
does.
telling my mom this like a couple nights ago. Like, whoever wants to say TV rottens the brain, like, no. TV gives you like things which you should not do. Like, like in like all the teen stuff where it's like, oh, I like this person, I'm not gonna tell them. Or like, you know, when you're in a fight and you're like, fine, you should just leave, but you don't actually want them to leave, but then you don't say that. It's like, why are you stupid? Why are you just dumb? Like, just be like, I'm sorry I did this, or like, just, I don't know, be able to communicate, like you said, like, that just makes so much more sense to me. Like, every time that's why I stopped watching different shows, because it's so annoying.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, you're dumb, I can't watch you anymore, let me go to this show. Or let me, like, not watch TV anymore.
There's another thing that doesn't get talked about that much, because no one realizes this, I guess. When it comes to, like, gay people, for instance, there's a tendency what people do is that they force someone that is, like, not sure about themselves, they'll force them to be, like, gay or something just so that they can date them.
True.
That's also not healthy. You should not do that.
Yeah.
Like, not force someone. Don't force
like,
people.
I don't like you, like you don't, like, even in like a regular, like a not regular. Let me not use that.
Heterosexual.
Just like
Force someone to come after you.
Even in any relationship, like, don't force a person to be with you or change for you, especially like
don't just sexuality for you.
Yeah, that too. Like, don't make them change at all. Like,
Unless
you
the
have
change is a good
well, that's
change.
true. Like,
I mean, we're talking like bad change. Like, don't make them
or change for you. Like, if you can't love a person
the way they are,
it doesn't make sense. Like, if they're doing drugs, be like, okay, maybe you shouldn't do that. But if they're like, if they have a habit that you don't like, don't. And it's not like they're not going around killing people, but I mean, like, a tiny, like
how they dress or
don't change them,
I
because
hate
then
that.
they'll resent you as well.
Yeah, like, you know those relationships where it's like you go out to eat, for instance, with like your guy, and then he sees that you're wearing a dress that's showing a little too much, and then he's gonna tell you, no, you can't wear that out.
Oh,
that is no, I don't like that. Don't deal with that.
No, if someone is telling you you can't hang out with this person, you can't wear that, you can't do this,
Or you're eating too much or something.
That's even worse. Don't tell me. Don't tell me what to do. Like, you're not my mother. You're not my father. You need to leave.
That's a toxic relationship. You need to leave.
But like, for real.
If like, let's say like you were hanging out with someone that wasn't necessarily that good, and they would get into trouble.
Oh, that's true. That's true.
Then when you try to be like, I don't think you should hang out with that person, even though that person may be like your best friend and your
I know, but that's like actual reason.
If they're looking out for your best interest, that's different.
Yeah.
But if they're just like,
I
don't like that person, don't hang out with them. Like,
like if they see you with a group of your own friends and they're like, oh, I don't want to hang out with those people because whatever. That's like,
yeah. Or like, oh, you can't go to this place.
Or you can't go out tonight without me with you or something.
Yeah.
Like,
and you know what's even worse? Especially if it's like, they tell you can't go, but they still go and do their own life. So you're sitting at home by yourself, and they're out living their life, and you don't know what they're doing, and then it's just like, excuse me, no, that's not gonna work. Like, no.
Hypocritical.
Exactly. Like, you don't tell a person what to do, you let them do that. Like, okay, say if they don't want you to hang out with the person because maybe they feel jealous or uncomfortable, be like, okay, don't tell them you can't hang out with this person. Be like, I feel this way.
Yeah, you need to explain.
Express your feelings.
Like Sam said, communication.
Exactly. It all goes back to communication, to be honest. Like, I feel uncomfortable with you hanging out with this person. Like, say that, and then you could address the issue, be like, oh, well, but it's nothing, or, okay, I understand how you feel, I'll tell them to kind of back off, you know?
Yeah.
Something like that. Like, don't tell a person, you can't do this, because then that person's just going to want to do it more. Or they won't do it, and then the relationship you know, it's just, you know.
Or the people that tell you can't do this or that with your body, like you can't cut your hair, dye your hair, get a tattoo,
or you can't eat this, or you can't eat that. You need to lose weight or something.
Or you know another thing where they like force you to be in their religion or something like that.
Oh
yeah.
Like, no, let me have my own beliefs, let me be my own person. Or find someone with your own beliefs, and then you can be with that person. Like, don't come up in here try to change up my life if, you know, like, I mean, if, like, say the person is, like, I don't know, I mean, don't try to force them to be religion. Maybe you can, like, tell them about yours, explain, like, have discussions with each other about each other's religion. Maybe that might make them want to change, but, like, don't be like, you know.
Don't force it on them.
Yeah. Or, like, be like, I'm sorry, I can't date you. I date people in my religion, or like someone who's like, you know, just if you want someone to have the same religion with you, find that person. Don't expect a person to change your religion for you or like change anything for you. Don't expect that.
Okay, I think we've spoken enough about relationships, even though we have no actual, what is the word? Experience with them. But I think how we could end off. Actually, hold on a second. I think how we could end this off is giving
a nice conclusion.
Are we done?
Yeah,
with the whole thing?
with the first episode, but giving the best piece of advice like that you've ever been given about relationships.
I got this.
Okay, yes. Just so you start off.
Now?
Yeah,
oh,
sure.
Okay, so the best advice I've given, and we've already talked about, but was that you should not get into a relationship if you're not mentally stable.
Okay.
A nice friend gave me that advice. Shout out to her. Oh God, I didn't even say that. I should say they. Shout out to them.
Do you have anything?
I guess the best advice is if you're gonna be in a relationship, do it with someone you've been friends with for a while, I guess. Because you know the person.
That's good advice. They're probably not a psychopath.
You mean sociopath?
Any path. They're not a path. All right. You guys, you have any advice? Need more time?
I'm like, go find one right now.
Google it. The best would be just to take time in the relationship and don't make them become the air you breathe.
That makes sense. That's good.
Ooh, that was like artsy.
That's great. Gabby, do you have any advice?
I had one. Hold on.
Okay. I think the best advice that I heard was in the case of like for me specific, not me specifically, but for like you anyway. You'll see. If you like see how a guy treats his mom, and that's how he'll treat you.
Oh, yeah.
Like, if he's terrible to his mother, he's going to treat you terribly. If he is, like, very loving to his mother, he's going to love you. So, that's some of the best advice I've been given.
Don't lose yourself trying to find someone else.
Ooh, that one was awesome. That's deep. Oh, yes, come here. Oh, for real. That could be, like, a nice Instagram quote. Let's quote it. Say it again.
Don't lose yourself while trying to find someone else.
Gabby. Yes, we made that a quote. Let's put it on the screen.
One nice sky background with that text text.
Oh, one of those couple silhouettes. One like in front of something nice. Ooh. That's a quote. Yes, we made that a quote. So that was the end of our first podcast. What's her name? Female Adolescents. Thank you guys for listening. How are we gonna close it off? Should we be like
restate our names?
Oh yeah, this has been that's kind of okay. So thank you for listening to our first podcast, Female Adolescents. This was Ayana,
Shem,
Gabby,
Zandria,
Jessa,
and we'll see you next time with episode 2 or podcast 2. So bye.
Bye.
Goodbye.
Bye. Peace, bro.